Giv'at Ha'Em is a hill named for Henrietta Szold, known as the mother of Youth Aliya. The hill lies in the Galilee Panhandle in northern Israel, 196 meters above sea level, 1 kilometer east of the Route 918 and 2 kilometers north of Kfar Szold. History: Givat HaEm, like other basalt hills in the eastern Hula Valley, was formed by a spurt of basalt stone during the formation of the Jordan Rift Valley. Israeli soldiers built a border outpost on Givat HaEm after the War of Independence. It was located directly across from Syrian positions on the slopes of the Golan Heights. Israeli troops on the hill were frequently involved in fire exchanges with Syrian troops who were shelling the farmers in the Hula Valley. Givat HaEm was the site of combat during the Six-Day War. The 8th Brigade, which was brought from the Sinai, and the Golani Brigade were deployed near Givat HaEm. The topographical conditions were very difficult. The steep, rugged and rocky slopes of the Golan prevented an easy build of a transportation line, while the Syrian army sat in well-fortified strongholds and could fire easily from above. Nevertheless, it was from Givat HaEm that Israel made its first advances into Syria. After 2 days of heavy bombardment by the Israeli Air Force, the breakthrough came at 10 o'clock on the morning of the 9th of June 1967. It was commanded by Albert Mandler's Tank Brigade 8, which showered the Syrian posts to the north, on the top of the heights. In a complex engineering operation, soldiers from the engineering corps cleared the way of mines. They were followed by bulldozers which leveled a route for the tanks on the rocky face. During the battle, the 8th Brigade advanced toward the direction of Zara and Qela. While traversing difficult terrain and meeting Syrian resistance, at the end of the battle, only 2 functioning tanks reached Qela. A force consisting of infantry, naval and paratroopers defeated a series of other posts overlooking the Hula Valley in the southern sector of the heights and enables the passage of tanks deep into enemy territory. The Golani Brigade under the command of Colonel Yonah Efrat advanced and captured the posts in Burj Babel, Tel Azaziyat and Tel Fair. At Burj Babel, Syrian officers fled after the first Israeli shots were fired, prompting the men to do the same. By contrast, the number of Syrian units that fought on in the positions even long after the Israelis had gained the upper hand was at least as great and probably greater than those instances of units breaking at first contact. At Tel Azaziyat, the officers tried to surrender the position to the Israelis, but the men refused, firing on their officers and fighting the Israelis tooth and nail before being overwhelmed by tank fire and the flanking attack. On the night of June 9–10, the 8th Brigade advanced toward the Banyas region and captured it on the morning of the 10th of June. Today, Givat HaEm is a Jewish National Fund overlook.